as the United States gears up for a massive
If it's not on Prime TV2, verify it. Our dedicated reporters across the country bring you accurate, well-researched news, keeping you informed 24/7. Catch us on Topstar Channel 110 and follow us on Facebook at Prime TV2 Zambia. Prime TV2, the home of breaking news.
Farmers of Zambia, your hard work feeds the nation, and now getting paid for crops supplied to FRA has been made simple, faster, and safer. FRA has now introduced digital payments, and farmers will be paid electronically by transferring money directly into their bank accounts or their mobile money wallets. All farmers intending to sell their crops to FRA are requested to open bank accounts or mobile money wallets on Airtel, MTN, and Zambia immediately. Visit your nearest bank or mobile network agent with your NRC today and open your account.
Now I get my money through my mobile money wallet. While I attend to other chores, I can save, send, or use it anytime. Very secure too.
Nalandira ndalama zanga ku banki, pa phone, kulibe zochedwa, kulibe kuimira pa mline.
FRA, securing national strategic food reserves, taking wealth to rural Zambia.
We are ready to give people in-depth analysis in terms of elections.
Hello, as marketing department, we are ready for 2026 general elections.
As the programming team, we are ready for the 2026 general elections.
And in this coming election, as a newsroom, we promise to be objective, to be impartial, and to give you information with unbiased coverage. So follow Prime TV during this election period.
The transport and logistics is ready.
We, the reporters from across the country, are ready to deliver authentic, verified, and balanced election stories as they happen.
The 2026 general elections are here. We are ready.
As Zambia counts down to the 13th August general elections, PTV2 Zambia is your trusted source for every major update
Has officially begun.
During this election season, we will break down the 2026 general elections, comparing today's political landscape with 2021 and previous elections.
We'll analyze campaign promises, scrutinize manifestos, and we bring you in-depth coverage in 7 major local languages. Most importantly, we'll give the people the voice.
In 2026, like we are 1994.
Because this election is all about the Zambian citizen. And when the votes begin to count, we'll be coming live from the Mlungush International Conference Center, delivering verified, accurate, and up-to-the-minute results as they happen.
Stay tuned to PTV2, the home of breaking news.
Welcome to a new world of entertainment in Zambia. Cartoons, music, news, movies, drama, series, documentaries, food, travel, the best from Hollywood and Bollywood, international football, including CAF competitions, La Liga, Serie A, German Bundesliga, Saudi League, Carabao Cup, Asian Championship, Barclays Women's League, local leagues, and much more. Grab your Azam TV decoder at 350 Zambian Kwacha and full kit at 589 Zambian Kwacha. Affordable monthly packages, 100 Zambian Kwacha, 200 Zambian Kwacha, and 300 Zambian Kwacha. For more details, contact us on 971-246-222, 763-664-455. WhatsApp 77-500-0013. Azam TV, entertainment for everybody.
When news breaks, we are already there. Welcome to Prime TV2 Zambia, the channel that never sleeps. From community stories in your backyard to national headlines shaping the country and sports and international updates that keep you ahead, we bring it all to your screen. 24/7 news, fast, reliable, unmatched. Catch us on Topstar, channel 110. Watch live on Facebook, PTV2 Zambia. Prime TV2 Zambia, your window to the nation, your gateway to the world.
Not long ago, many children in Zambia did not go to school because their parents could not afford it. Today, 2.5 million children are back in the classroom, sitting on desks and being fed nutritious meals under the school feeding program. Markets are now peaceful with no kind of violence. Clinics stand where there were none. There's still much work ahead, jobs to create, futures to secure. And that's why Bali keeps working day after day. Because just as we delivered free education, we will keep delivering. For every child still waiting and every family still rising. Until progress is something every Zambian feels. We've started the change. Now let's finish the job. On the 13th of August,
Hello and welcome to PTV2 News, the home of breaking news. We're coming to you live on Topstar channel 110, Azam TV decoder channel 493, and also streaming live on our Facebook page, that is PTV2 Zambia. We are 43 days away from the August 13 general elections. And now let's take a look at stories making headlines. The family of a 22-year-old man from Kapirimposhi district, whose body was found in the Mulungushi River, have demanded for justice after the postmortem examination revealed that the deceased had sustained injuries to the back of the head. A family from Sumbeko area in Chiwombo district in Central Province has accused the area headman of grabbing a farm from them which they have occupied for over 30 years. The Jesuit Center for Theological Reflections, JCTR, says the cost of living for a family of 5 in Lusaka remains high despite improvements in Zambia's macroeconomic indicators. And President Hakainde Hichilema has called on the people of Mwinilunga in Western Province to vote for the United Party for National Development, UPND, for continued development. With the news in detail, my name is Mubanga Chimambo. The family of a 22-year-old man from Kapirimposhi district, whose body was found in the Mulungushi River 25 days after he was reported missing, is calling on police to identify those responsible for his death and bring them to justice. Alex Kasimune went missing on the 4th of June 2026 and his body was discovered floating in the river on the 29th of June. Speaking in an interview with PTV2 News, family representatives says the post-mortem examination revealed that the deceased had sustained injuries to the back of the head, raising suspicions of foul play. The family has appealed to law enforcement agencies to conduct thorough investigations and ensure that anyone responsible is held accountable. Meanwhile, Mr. Kasemuni has since been led to rest. Joseph Siambi has details in the following report.
Relatives and friends of Alex Kasemune, a 22-year-old man who was found dead in the Mulungushi River after missing for 25 days, have prepared his remains for burial. The relatives have disclosed the post-mortem findings.
Alatuachita post-mortem lelo. So twasango kwebati bali mumana kwatama injury ku brain uku. Eko ba mumine efya tumbuka mumkwai.
Other relatives have asked the Zambia Police Service to investigate and bring these suspects to justice.
Nukurandati senderi namba yandi narari ingireri ashiri muntu mine pari 14 hours kanchuri muntu bari mufunya so na drabo kuchira tinasango mwana wandine bari mwipaya nomba nderomba bakapokatwa kurabutukira kuisa ifwe ngafwe niko mwe buteko
tulefu abamuikate pita awekale mu sales bantu chira chali moneka kwati bari tufisa ukuti balandelo ali mu sales bari mufumya pita bamutwalo kwa bulo kutwishibisha fwe ba family so tulefwaya bamuikate pita ngatwashika ba polisi ebeshibyo kwa belele.
Joseph Siambehi reporting, Prime TV News in Kabwe.
Moving on, a family from Stumbeko area in Chibombo district in Central Province has accused the area headman of using his authority to allegedly seize a farm they say they have occupied for more than 30 years. The family claims the headman has since sold the land to another person and is demanding they vacate the property to allow the new buyer to take possession. They have since appealed to President Hakainde Hichilema to intervene in the matter, alleging that they are being treated unfairly and risk losing their home and source of livelihood. The family say they have nowhere else to relocate to and are calling on relevant authorities to investigate the dispute and ensure a fair resolution.
A family of Stumbeko area in Chibombo district of Central Province has been left stranded after conclusion of a court matter involving a land dispute that has ruled against them. The family, comprising of extended members, have alleged that the said judgment was passed in their absentia and they feel they missed out an opportunity to present their side of the story. They have accused the area headman of using his position to grab their farm that they have occupied for over 30 years and are therefore seeking redress.
Olesoja tudabusha kwamba ino uyu muntu twabandikira kulangwe amana kulipa judgment. Utogwamba magani ngotutana kubandika ngwe. Koti njitu agamba ise koti tawuni yakatunyufira. Onotwa senga wa president kwamba kulipe njirera mutunyufire mutulanga nyine opamagana bulongo bumbobanda kutunyaba headman. Kamo bulongo bakatushia mbaje alipena pano mpoba bakatushia ni bagafa so onse twagomena family yonse ili wa poishite pa kusena pano penga ali mutakukumbi kwinga twaya.
The family members allege that the area headman has since sold off the farm and is renting part of it for agricultural purposes and is requesting that they vacate to pave way for the said buyer.
Futi yafika day amene banatipasa taenda kwenda fika kujoba kambati nkani mwaluza. So mungu nkamba nkani kuluza nabura nakamba taluza bwanji nkani landili yatu inatipasa badadi wanabura kambati za kupishirani panja nabura nakambati okay aba banuza tinkalani zi niye mwameni nankalira zi mungu nkala zi naganiza nato president anabwera naburo yangana bantu bamene balira bamene bazachichosa misozi ni bandani.
They are calling on President Hakainde Hichilema to intervene in this matter, stating that they are unfairly treated and have nowhere else to go.
Ta kujimbi chotulangira kuji tata ukumbi konja kulirira koma kulirira bo kulindi mwendendi mwe bashali. Pajeji no jindi. Amukale alimu akutulanga, alimu akutujebuga. Kwa maana bobo jonse ja cash for work. Jonse ja cash for work. Ichi njotu ya Jizemba. Na njeba lemba bantu akamboka kwamba iba headman balitulwanide tatulembu yonse cash for work but tulijitema vote anje ajatikisha mugwashu uno tatu vote kambo aba headman kutulwana fumbwa jajitika ja development mukati mu family na mumunji ba headman tabatulembi tabajiteji ndija kwamba tutole rubazo ino tulakalabuti kuliko tutibali.
An effort to engage the said headman proved futile during broadcast time. Reporting for Prime Television News, Namangolwa Mshokabanj.
The cost of living for a family of 5 in Lusaka remains high, despite improvements in Zambia's macroeconomic indicators, with the Jesuit Center for Theological Reflections, JCTR, reporting that its basic needs and nutrition basket stood at 12,122 kwacha and 88 ngwe in June 2026. The June figure represents an annual increase of 349 kwacha 15 ngwe from 11,763 kwacha 38 ngwe recorded in June 2025 and a rise of 747 kwacha 88 ngwe from 11,365 kwacha in January this year. JCTR Social and Economic Development Program Officer Michael Kasanda says the increase demonstrates that the cost of meeting basic household needs continues to place significant pressure on family budgets despite improvements in the country's economic performance.
The BNB increased to 12,160.54 ngwe, mainly due to substantial increases in charcoal prices from 725 kwacha to 870 kwacha per 90 kg bag, alongside increases in mealie meal, beans, and other essentials. June 2026. Currently, the basket has slightly eased to 12,112.88 ngwe, decreasing by 47.66 ngwe from May. This decline was driven by reductions in mealie meal, beans, and pounded groundnuts. However, increases in kapenta, vegetables, tomatoes, and charcoal continued to exert pressure on household budgets. During the month of June 2026, the cost of some of the food items continued to record increases compared to May 2026. For example, the price of kapenta increased from 434.56 ngwe to 497.74 per kg. Vegetables rose from 741.31 ngwe to 775.93 ngwe, and tomatoes increased from 15 kwacha 0.97 ngwe to 21 kwacha 0.82 ngwe per kg. Similarly, the cost of essential non-food items has risen from 7,050 kwacha 15 ngwe in May to 7,119 kwacha 61 ngwe in June, driven mainly by further increases in the price of charcoal from 870 kwacha to 900 kwacha per 90 kg bag.
You are watching PTV2 News, and we're coming to you live on Top Star, channel 110, Azam TV Decoder, channel 493, and also streaming live on our Facebook page, PTV2 Zambia. We now take a break, but still to come, President Hakainde Hichilema has called on the people of Mwinilunga in Northwestern Province to vote for the United Party for National Development UPND in the August 13, 2026 general election, saying it is key to sustaining national development. Don't go away.
Welcome to New World of Entertainment in Zambia. Cartoons, music, news, movies, drama, series, documentaries, food, travel, the best from Hollywood and Bollywood, international football, including CAF competitions, La Liga, Serie A, German Bundesliga, Saudi League, Carabao Cup, Asian Championship, Barclays Women's League, local leagues, and much more. Grab your Azam TV decoder at 350 Zambian kwacha and full kit at 589 Zambian kwacha. Affordable monthly packages, 100 Zambian kwacha, 200 Zambian kwacha, and 300 Zambian kwacha. For more details, contact us on 971-246-222. 763-664-455. What's up? 77-500-0013. Azam TV. Entertainment for everybody.
Voting is one of the few moments where we all have a voice.
One person, one vote.
No titles, no status.
Just a choice. It's not about doing nothing. It's about showing up.
Because your vote matters.
It's easy.
It's important.
It's ours. Count me in.
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 Not long ago, Many children in Zambia did not go to school because their parents could not afford it. Today, 2.5 million children are back in the classroom, sitting on desks and being fed nutritious meals under the school feeding program. Markets are now peaceful with no kind of violence. Clinics stand where there were none. There's still much work ahead, jobs to create, futures to secure. And that's why Bali keeps working day after day. Because just as we delivered free education, we will keep delivering. For every child still waiting and every family still rising. Until progress is something every Zambian feels. We've started the change. Now let's finish the job. On the 13th of August 2026, vote for Hakainde Hichilema as President of the Republic of Zambia. And let us continue to move Zambia forward together.
Welcome back. We continue with the news. President Hakainde Hichilema has called on the people of Mwinilunga in Northwestern Province to vote for the United Party for National Development UPND in the August 13, 2026 general elections, saying it is key to sustaining national development. Addressing hundreds of supporters earlier today, President Hichilema said some of those campaigning for the opposition are the same individuals who, in his view, presided over the country's past economic challenges. He stressed the need for UPND members of parliament to work closely with his administration in order to effectively implement development programs and deliver services to citizens. The president also warned that opposition parties are reportedly using independent candidates, adding that voting for such candidates could make it difficult to reach consensus in key development issues in parliament.
So now we have a lot of work to do. We vote for UPND candidates. Suit, chain. Munokumba? Suit, chain. Because Hakainde needs members of parliament to vote for such as Bill 7. Right? We don't want members of parliament who do not vote with the party and the president. That is why we've made changes here. Because without Bill 7, you will not have had the constituency you have now. You will not have the free education that you have. So we want loyal members of parliament, Councillor Muchikasa. When I say a word, just say Muchikasa. Councillor, MP, Council Chairman, President Hakainde. I shall repeat that. Councillor, Zambia, Zambia. Makasa, 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 Makasa. All right. In order to win, to continue doing things, I'll tell you the things that we have to do. The roads. The roads. Munokumbwa? The roads. The roads. Okay. Mbwai. We have a lot of work to do. The roads. Mutanda. Mwinilunga. I know the road is bad. We have to work on the road. That's the work we are doing. Mutanda, Lumwana, Kalumbira Kisasa, coming to Mwinilunga. And from here, Mwinilunga, to Ikeleng and Ijimbe.
Thank you so much for staying with us. Let's now take a look at what the skies have in store for us. That's your weather forecast. We now continue with the rest of the news. Viewed that the civic space in Zambia remains obstructed despite optimism following the 2021 political transition. The report cites findings from the Afrobarometer and the United Nations report on the right to freedom of opinion and expression, which points to growing concerns over democratic backsliding, declining trust in institutions, and shrinking freedoms between. It has further revealed that journalists, activists and opposition leaders continue to face intimidation, surveillance and legal challenges, while laws such as the Public Order Act and the Cybersecurity and Cybercrimes Act have remained a source of concern. Meanwhile, Home Affairs Permanent Secretary Dickson Matembo says government is ready to create an enabling environment for civic freedoms. We have more in this report.
A report on legal gaps and incidences of infringements by Transparency International Zambia under the Lift Zambia project has revealed that the civic space in Zambia remains obstructed despite optimism following the 2021 political transition. The report, which looks at incidences between 2024 and 2025, cites findings from Afrobarometer 2025 findings and the United Nations report on freedom of expression, which highlights concerns over democratic backsliding, declining trust in public institutions, and shrinking freedoms.
So, for example, on the 25th of May, we need to include the year there, the independent member of parliament, that is Emmanuel Banda, was abducted in Lusaka by unidentified men and later found injured and hospitalized following alleged torture. In the aftermath, 5 individuals, including 2 opposition MPs, were arrested and charged with espionage and spreading hate speech after suggesting government involvement in the abduction. We also saw that a lecturer, O'Brien Carver, of course, a lecturer and a former anti-corruption commissioner was sued for defamation by senior government officials over the article alleging corruption within the ACC. On the 8th of August, we saw the Socialist Party, Freddie Membe, was arrested and charged with seditious practices after publishing allegations of corruption on his Facebook page.
It further reveals that journalists, activists, and political leaders continue to face intimidation, surveillance, and legal challenges, while laws such as the Public Order Act and Cybersecurity and Cybercrimes Act have remained a source of concern. However, Minister of Home Affairs Permanent Secretary Dickson Matembo says the report does not fully reflect the freedoms currently being enjoyed by journalists, political players, and citizens, adding that there has been an improvement in the management of the civic space.
We appreciate, as a government, on the findings of the report. However, the report has fallen short of realities on the positives that journalists, civic society organizations, media houses, and the political players are enjoying today. And I was interested to get to know the period under review. It would have been better if we could do the period under review from maybe 2015 up to date.
The report recommends legal and policy reforms for implementation of the Access to Information Act and increase in support for oversight institutions such as the Auditor General, ACC, and the Human Rights Commission. Also at Kafuankar Prime TV News, Lusaka.
You're watching PTV2 News, coming to you live on Top Star Channel 110, Azam TV Decoder Channel 493, and also streaming on our Facebook page, PTV2 Zambia. Let's now take a look at our African proverb of the day. That was our African proverb for today. You, our viewers, are welcome to send in your proverbs in any local language, translated into English with a meaning included. You can send your proverbs to PTV2 at ptv2zambia.com or ptv2zambia@gmail.com. We continue with the rest of the news. The government has released an additional 450 million kwacha to settle outstanding pension and gratuity obligations for retirees at the University of Zambia and the Copperbelt University. Minister of Education Permanent Secretary for Administration, Norina Muneko, announced that 88 million kwacha had been allocated to clear all outstanding pension and gratuity obligations for retirees at the CBU. She says 225 million kwacha will be used to settle pension obligations for UNZA retirees covering the period 2021 to 2023, while 137 million kwacha has been allocated to clear gratuity payments owed to UNZA retirees for the period 2016 to 2020. We have more details in this report.
For years, thousands of retired lecturers and university workers have waited for their pensions and gratuities, with many expressing frustrations over delayed terminal benefits. Now government says it is taking another major step towards clearing the backlog after releasing an additional 450 million kwacha to settle outstanding obligations at the University of Zambia and the Copperbelt University. Minister of Education Permanent Secretary Administration Norina Muneko says 88 million kwacha will clear all outstanding pension and gratuity obligations for retirees at the Copperbelt University.
I wish to inform the nation that government has released an additional 450 million to address outstanding personal obligations at both the University of Zambia and the Copperbelt University. And I'm saying today, this money has been released as I'm speaking right now. These resources have been allocated as follows: 88 million to settle all outstanding pension and gratuity obligations for retirees at the Copperbelt University, 225 million to settle pension obligations for retirees at the University of Zambia covering the periods 2021 to 2023, 137 million to clear gratuity obligations at the University of Zambia covering the period 2016 to 2020.
The government says paying off historical debts is only one part of a much broader recovery plan. The 2026 national budget has increased operational funding for the country's two largest public universities.
While settling historical liabilities is important, financial sustainability alone will not transform our universities. The ministry recognizes that the meaningful reform must also improve the environment in which the students learn and staff work. For this reason, therefore, government has increased operational support to public universities through the 2026 national budget. The University of Zambia received an additional 90 million kwacha in operational funding, while the Copperbelt University received an additional 50 million kwacha. These enhanced allocations are intended to strengthen institutional operations, improve service delivery, and enable university management to focus on their core mandates of teaching, researching, and innovation.
Ministry of Education Permanent Secretary for Technical Services, Kelvin Mambo, says the reforms are part of government's long-term strategy to rebuild Zambia's public universities after years of financial and operational challenges. Favorite Chisi, Prime TV News, Lusaka.
Government says Luapula province has enormous economic potential that can be unlocked through increased productivity, value addition, and stronger collaboration among key stakeholders. Permanent Secretary for Special Duties, Fumba Chama, representing the Deputy Secretary to the Cabinet for Administration, Dr. Oliver Kalabo, says that despite the province's abundant natural resources and vast economic opportunities, its contribution to the national economy remains below its potential, while poverty continues to affect many communities. Pascal Mukabila has more in the following report.
Luapula Province is the second province to be toured under the Enhancing Productivity Program following the completion of a similar exercise in Western Province. A delegation led by Permanent Secretary for Special Duties, Fumba Chama, representing Deputy Secretary to the Cabinet for Administration, Dr. Oliver Kalaba, is in the province to engage the provincial administration and the private sector on strategies to unlock Luapula's productive potential. As part of the visit, the delegation toured the industrial yard in Mansa to appreciate the ongoing development works aimed at promoting industrial growth and entrepreneurship.
Bread tulapanga 95 chilabushiko. Hii 95 ila tuperako kakapi twakalinga 1500 tulachita akumuleti kwenu.
Steve ndeomba kuno. Ndafurisha kuba family banyi. Nabana ndebatora ku skulu.
The team also visited entrepreneur Collins Chongo, who specializes in agriculture, aquaculture, and food production, as well as several other aquaculture farmers in the district.
And just last year, we produced only about 500,000 fingerlings, of which we did not meet the demand of people that are actually in need of fingerlings.
Speaking after the tour, Mr. Chama called on more entrepreneurs to take advantage of the opportunities available and respond to the needs of the province through increased investment and innovation.
And what we saw there is somewhat bittersweet. So there are those that have responded, like Mr. Chongo, and you see how they are taking advantage of the needs of the province, and they are responding by obviously investing, starting up their enterprises, creating opportunities for the people within the province, but also feeding the communities. The bitter side of things is that we can do better.
The delegation also included chamber presidents from both Luapula and Western provinces.
When we look at a place such as Hopeway's fingerling production, we are interrogating why is it that they are not yet at commercial level. And those are the same interrogations that we are making in Western Province to identify the gaps so that both private sector and public sector can find the solutions. And one of those solutions is that private sector needs to be involved in the targeting of the beneficiaries for government empowerment programs.
Visitation of the PES is very critical. To see and to have an open discussion, to see what are the challenges we're having, what are the solutions.
Luapula province is on the verge of becoming a major supplier of fish fingerings beyond its borders. Pasco Mukabira, Prime TV News, in Mansa, Luapula province.
And that item brings us to the end of the news on PTV2, the home of breaking news. But before we sign off, for business owners, traders, and everyone closely watching the economy, it's time to turn our attention to the money markets. How is the Zambian kwacha performing today against major international currencies? Let's find out. Those are your money market updates, noting that rates may change without prior notice depending on prevailing market conditions. As we end the news, we now take a brief recap of the stories that made headlines. The family of a 22-year-old man from Kapirimposhi district, whose body was found in the Mulungushi River, have demanded for justice after the postmortem examination revealed that the deceased had sustained injuries to the back of the head. A family from Stumbeko area in Chiwamba district, Central Province, has accused the area headman of grabbing a farm from them, which they have occupied for over 30 years. The Jesuit Center for Theological Reflections, JCTR, says the cost of living for a family of 5 in Lusaka remains high despite improvements in Zambia's macroeconomic indicators. And President Hakainde Hichilema has called on the people of Minilunga in northwestern province to vote for the United Party for National Development UPND for continued development. Thank you so much for staying with us. But for these and other stories, please look at our Facebook page, that is PTV2 Zambia. On behalf of the entire news and production crew, my name is Mubanga Chimambo. Enjoy the rest of the viewing.
Not long ago, many children in Zambia did not go to school because their parents could not afford it. Today, 2.5 million children are back in the classroom, sitting on desks and being fed nutritious meals under the school feeding program. Markets are now peaceful with no cadre violence. Clinics stand where there were none. There's still much work ahead, jobs to create, futures to secure. And that's why Bali keeps working day after day. Because just as we delivered free education, we will keep delivering. For every child still waiting and every family still rising. Until progress is something every Zambian feels. We've started the change. Now let's finish the job. On the 13th of August 2026, vote for Hakainde Hichilema as President of the Republic of Zambia. And let us continue to move Zambia forward together.
We are ready to give people in-depth analysis in terms of the elections.
Hello, as marketing department, we are ready for 2026 general election.
As the programming team, we are ready for the 2026 general election.
And in this coming election, as a newsroom, we promise to be objective, to be impartial, and to give you information with unbiased coverage. So follow Prime TV during this election period.
The transport and logistics is ready.
We, the reporters from across the country, are ready to deliver authentic, verified, and balanced election stories as they happen.
The 2026 general elections are here. We are ready.
If it's not on Prime TV2, verify it. Our dedicated reporters across the country bring you accurate, well-researched news, keeping you informed 24/7. Catch us on Topstar Channel 110 and follow us on Facebook at Prime TV2 Zambia. Prime TV2, the home of breaking news.